we are starting the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And its motto is, don't give up, don't ever give up.
This last surgery has been so draining on both of us.
See you soon, buddy.
We were in the doctor's office and he showed us the picture of the mass in my brain.
People don't make it through one brain surgery. She's had 4 of them.
Given half the chance to live it up, take that hope and multiply it.
That's research. That's millions and millions of dollars going into how do we cure this.
It may not save my life. It may save someone you love.
My dad would be so thankful for all of the lives that have been saved.
We'll make this moment last forever. Whoa, you're stronger than you know.
Here in New York City, the Jimmy V Men's Classic presented by Corona, coming to you live from Madison Square Garden here in Midtown. Nice night here in New York City. The holiday season is upon us, and a sold-out MSG here for Game 2. People have been getting off the train at Penn Station left and right in the last couple of hours and coming into the Garden to see the first game, which was a doozy. It was great as Illinois defeated Florida Atlantic. And how about this matchup in the second game, Carolina and UConn? If you didn't see the first game, you missed an incredible performance by Marcus Damaski. Scored 33 points, a career high for him. Terrence Shannon Jr. scored 33 points, a career high for him. And the Illini overcame a first-half deficit to win going away again by a score of 98-89. That was fun. There's more than just basketball at play here, though. As you know, again, if you're just joining us, this is the Jimmy V Classic. We're trying to raise awareness and funding for cancer research, and tonight is a great way to do it.
Well, thanks to the V Foundation over the last 30 years, millions of dollars have been raised, and there's been a tremendous gain in the fight against cancer. Tremendous gain, but we're not to the finish line yet. And the V Foundation is a priority of ESPN. I'm on the V Foundation board, honored to be so. It's a priority, the priority for my wife Wendy and for me, and we hope it's a priority for you. And every dollar that you give to the V Foundation goes directly to cancer research. Every single dollar. That's money that can't be better spent, in my view.
V.org/donate. It's as simple as that. Now the game. And good news for UConn. An injured Husky is back. Angel Gray has more.
First time since November 11th, Stephon Castle has been cleared to return back to the court after undergoing a minor knee procedure. And according to Coach Hurley, he said he looked more than good after their walkthrough earlier today. As for his timeline, back to court, he had aggressive pull and bike workouts over the past 2 weeks and started shooting drills 10 days ago, with the last 2 days being his first back-to-back practices. While the fans may be excited about what he can add on the offensive end, it's defense is what Coach thinks his biggest impact is.
So there you heard some great details from Angel. What else does Castle, what do you want to add about what Castle adds to this team?
He's a future lottery pick. He plays on both ends of the floor. He can add a little bit of what Andre Jackson Jr. added to the national championship Huskies last year. He's that good.
How about the season that Tristan Newton is having for the Huskies?
You know, we say about a lot of players, some players got triple-double ability. Well, Tristan Newton has triple-doubles. He's got 3 of them in his career. Had one against Manhattan earlier this year. Against Kansas last Friday, he was absolutely spectacular. Had 31 points. He's the leading scorer for UConn, the leading rebounder at over 8 per game, leading a 6 guy over 6, and the leading steals guy. He does absolutely everything for the Huskies, and his counterpart at North Carolina is R.J. Davis. And R.J. Davis is having a spectacular senior season, averaging 20 points per game over his last 4 games. 107 points, 4 straight 20-point games, including 27 over 30 and 27 in his last game against Florida State. He's the best free throw shooter in North Carolina history, leading the ACC. He's automatic from the foul line if you foul him, and he's going to be a huge key in this game for North Carolina.
As we take a look at tonight's Wooden Watch presented by Principal, he is having a great season. Of course, Armando Bacon is back for his 5th year as a Tar Heel. Alex Caravan and the Huskies are getting announced right now. They are the home team, and this program plays here a ton. UConn is always at the Garden, obviously. Carolina, not so much. And as Kevin Agandi told you, it's mostly UConn fans. There are a lot of Carolina fans. They're everywhere, of course. But there's something a little different about a very good UConn team playing here at Madison Square Garden.
Well, this is Storrs South, and North Carolina has played here a lot over the years, not as much in the last several, but Hubert Davis, who played in the Garden as a North Carolina Tar Heel and when he played for the New York Knicks, has vowed that this is going to be an annual thing for North Carolina to play in Madison Square Garden.
Carolina is 7-1, 9th in the nation. UConn 7-1, ranked 5th in the nation. Of course, Hubert Davis, in his first year as head coach of the Heels, took them all the way to the national championship game. Last year didn't go so well. They did not make the NCAA tournament. They declined to bid for the NIT. And as you know, Danny Hurley's Huskies ran the table. And I mean, they took it to people in the NCAA tournament. They were never seriously threatened on their way to a championship.
Well, UConn did not lose a non-conference game last year. They ripped through the early season. They had some stumbles in early Big East play. But once we hit February, UConn began to roll, and there was no stopping the Huskies all the way to the national championship. They were absolutely spectacular.
And gone are Jordan Hawkins, Andre Jackson, Adama Sanogo, but they have brought in a very talented freshman class. Donovan Clingan is in a bigger role. One thing to keep an eye on, the Huskies are banged up right now. Clingan's got some soreness in a foot. Cam Spencer's dealing with, in effect, turf toe on both feet, the big toes on both feet, and Alex Caravan dislocated his finger at practice a couple of days ago, and he's got 2 fingers taped up on his right hand, his shooting hand. It remains to be seen if any of those situations impact the effectiveness of the Huskies.
Yeah, his middle 2 fingers on his right hand are taped together, and that certainly can't help.
UConn with the first possession of the game.